Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. In this video, we will share with you the financial results, the latest financial results that Infosys has published in the previous week. Yes, the results season has started. All the companies are now getting together to publish their full year as well as quarterly four results of financial year 22. As usual, IT companies are the first one to publish their results. TCS published their results on last Monday and Infosys followed up on Wednesday. But since the results have been declared by Infosys, the markets, the stock markets in India have been closed for various bank holidays. Therefore, the market hasn't had chance to react to how well or bad Infosys have done in the overall financial year 22 as well as in the quarter 4. So it's an important video if you track Infosys as an investment option, if you track Infosys stock, or if you're already invested in Infosys, then this is an important video for you to spend a little bit of time, stay with us till the end of the video so that you get a kind of a very user-friendly, simple to follow overview on the financial results, as well as our view in terms of the likely key points that are going to be that could be impacting the performance, stock price performance of Infosys. So without any further delay, let's commence our video. So first of all, as I said, let's take stock of financial results. Let's talk about revenue and operating margins. When you look at revenue, it's 20.6% year on year up, 1.2% up quarter on quarter. Operating margin 21.5%, which is 3% up year on year. All right. When you look at the year-end picture, because this is the quarterly picture, and if you look at the overall financial year 22 performance, then the revenues of Infosys are up 19.7%, whereas year-end profits, operating margins are up 23%. This up 23%, which looks a very compelling, very good number, but just to highlight that it is a drop from the previous year performance. So relative to financial year 21, their profitability, their operating margins are down by 1.5%. So that's a negative here. When you look at the overall, I guess, revenue performance or operating margin performance, that's well within the guidance that the company set out. Company set out the guideline for financial year 22 that they'll achieve a revenue growth of 19 to 20% and operating margin of 20 to 23%. They are absolutely within the range, or I would say that the top end of the guidance that they set out. But I think it's very important to note that the analyst community in the street, various brokerage house, they from time to time look at based on their own research and estimate that what is going to be the likely revenue, what is going to be the likely operating margin. If you go by the community of analysts and the street expectations, then it's fair to say that Infosys has disappointed. The results are below what street or community of analysts was expecting. So that's another negative in their result. When you look at where does the kind of company go from here, the future guidance, what sort of kind of promise that they are, their business is going to be kind of offering to their shareholders. They have set the guideline that they will grow their revenue in the range of 13 to 15%, which is less than what they have done this year, but it's still a very compelling guidance for the future. Operating margin, they will continue to maintain in the range of 21 to 23%. So that remains in line with what they had the target for financial year 22. So overall, I would say the future guidance feels reasonable, feels compelling. Company is still looking at growth opportunities in the future. Now let's talk about, because Infosys is all about kind of people. It's a people business. The people help them kind of get the, I guess, billable hours, and that's how they make their revenue. So attrition and the headcount are important metrics for them. Attrition per se, Infosys has been badly hit. They have been worse hit than TCS. TCS attrition was below 20%, whereas Infosys is at 27.7%, which is very high. So almost saying that 1 out of 4 employees are leaving Infosys in a given year. And that's very high because they need to hire for their growth as well as for the replacement of the people who are leaving them. So that's another negative in their numbers. The positive dividend is looking good. They have declared a final dividend of 16 rupees per share, which is in addition of 15 rupees that they have already paid per share during the year. So overall, that gives a annual dividend of 31 rupees per share. So that's from a shareholder perspective, decent return. And Infosys is known for good dividend payout, so no surprise there. Now, I think that's pretty much the summary of the financial results. Now, if we look at where do we go from here and what is my summary of observation or our summary of observation at A to Z Learning, I think there are a couple of things I would like to highlight. In spite of kind of below expectation results in the last quarter, it's a company which is growing, which has grown by almost 20% their revenue and 23% by their operating margin. In isolation, those numbers are very, very commendable. And that's what brokerage firms in the street are considering. Most brokerage firms are maintaining the buy rating on Infosys stock, and most players are saying that their stock price could get to up to 2000, little over 2000 rupees per share. So that's quite a positive, I guess, validation on the future success of this firm. This other thing that I think is going to kind of put high lights on this company in a negative way. There are going to be some news in the context of Russia and UK debate. I'm pretty sure you know that their founder Narayan Murthy, his daughter is a shareholder, and his daughter is married to the UK Chancellor, who's in the government. And because of that political drama, um, Infosys is getting dragged into in terms of their presence in Russia. In fact, Infosys has already announced that they're going to be wrapping up their presence in Russia. They've got a very small presence of less than 100 people there, but they're going to shut that piece and service that work from some of their Eastern European country. I think that will linger on for some time. That issue is not going to die fairly soon. So that may drag Infosys for some time, keep them in the news for negative reasons, and that could have some implication on their stock price performance as well. Overall, as I said earlier, the results don't meet the expectations of the street or analyst community, and that will have impact in terms of consolidation on their share price. If I look at, because US markets were open on Wednesday and Thursday after the results were declared by Infosys, though Indian market haven't had chance to react to their results, but Infosys ADR, American Depository Receipt, is listed on NASDAQ, and that had the chance to react to their results on Wednesday and Thursday. ADR has been down about 3.5% in the US, and that also sort of kind of give you cues that in the following week when the markets open, Infosys stock could be under some sort of consolidation pressure. But I feel overall it could be a great opportunity for investor to further accumulate their positioning in the Infosys stock. But clearly it's not an advice. You must consider your own financial advisor, make an informed choice in terms of what is right for you for your level of risk. But this is purely for information purposes that we feel that the stock price may remain under pressure for a few days in the coming weeks. And if you kind of confident about the overall future of this company, then this could be an opportunity for people to buy. So that's a quick kind of overview on the financial results. I hope you found this helpful.